today.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On play action, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's second down. You look at this Niner defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
To throw is Cousins. He'll dump this off to Akers. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And here's Ryan Wright now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 18. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Addison hauls it in. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Cousins again. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw there complete to Mooney. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Going right back to Akers. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Cousins to throw it. Out toward the sideline, and it's Addison with a catch. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. To throw, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Ayuk going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On the counter, Mitchell. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Purdy. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Purdy will set up to throw it here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Powers through. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Cousins. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Cousins now on 2nd down. Akers back-to-back catches. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Cousins throw taken in by Hockenson here. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Incomplete. Looking for Danny Gray that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This one caught by Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing, Cousins. That's out to the flat for Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a second down throw for Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Purdy off the play fake.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Mekhi Blackmon's got it. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Samuel.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here's Purdy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Cousins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
It's a loss of 6. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Cousins from his end zone on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. Fights through him.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Cousins now. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.